got Nathan from Rooney Group. Thanks, Nathan. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Floor's yours, and we've got no stress as far as time because we really like your submission. We want to delve into it, so just take what time you need.
Okay, I've got a summary of.
Yep. Do you want to pass that around,
of my submission, which can get passed around.
Is that you like a one-page summary, Councillor Parker? No. Our floor is yours, Nathan. We're ready to go.
Cool. Tēnā koutou katoa. Your Worship, Councillors, staff, thank you for the opportunity to speak to our submission. I'm just going to summarise some points of what I've prepared. So, in terms of our submission, we raised two main issues. The first being the increase in the deposit fees, and the second being the increase in the staff hourly rates. So the deposits are fixed fees under the Resource Management Act, and we've highlighted the consequences of increasing these. Fixed fees are not subject to a right of objection, and fixed fees are not subject to any right of refund. The deposits for subdivision and land use cover a wide range of activities, many of which are very simple and easy to process. The most recently available National Monitoring System data set shows for Timaru District 78% of all subdivision consents and 84% of all land use consents were processed within the current deposit fees. So that's $700, $720 I think for subdivision and approximately $900 for land use currently. On this basis, an increase in deposit fees is considered unjustifiable. It's our submission that Council should formally confirm and implement policy to support the direct refund of unused portions of fixed fees. So we still don't understand the makeup of the deposits in terms of how those quantums have been determined, and we've sought information requesting this. Paragraph 23 of my summary, the information provided in relation to our original information request shows that the cost of consultants has been used to determine the new staff rates. It is submitted that staff rates should only represent internal staff rates and associated internal costs overheads. And that the proposed staff rates have been artificially inflated to meet 100% of the external costs to Council. Consultant costs are not overheads. Staff rates should be built from the ground up and in accordance with the legislation. It is not appropriate to fill a funding gap by simply adjusting the hourly rates, as it would appear in this case. And there's plenty of good guidance available from the Quality Planning website on how staff rates should be calculated. So in terms of the decisions we're seeking, there should be a fixed fee refund, a decision to implement a refunds and time recording policy to enable effective administration of refunds and any additional charges, a reduction of the proposed fixed fees, to decline, to amend, or in the alternative reduce the proposed fixed fees to a level that is a reasonable estimate of a proportion of the overall cost, consistent with the usual understanding of a deposit, an acknowledgement that the right of a Section 357 objection does not apply. In relation to the proposed staff charge-out rates, decline to amend staff charge-out rates until council and the public have been provided with sufficient information and a breakdown detailing the actual and reasonable inclusions in the proposed rates. Remove the deposit for the monitoring charge. So decline to include prepaid monitoring charges in the deposit fixed fees for land use consent applications, but to enable fixed monitoring fees. So to amend the fees and charges to include council's ability to, upon grant of a land use consent, to charge a fixed monitoring fee where monitoring will occur. So we're not saying that you shouldn't charge a monitoring fee, it's just at what time that should be levied. Because the way it's been put forward, it's as if all land use consent applicants, they're all being charged a uniform charge for the activity, not actually the land use consent applicants that require monitoring. So yeah, open to any questions.
Brilliant, thanks. Questions for Nathan? Questions. We have talked about this 3 times this morning, and everyone referred to your a very full submission. So yeah, so a great document. Look, I think we can pick up the issues on page 6 of Nathan's last one, and we'll work through those with the team this afternoon, because I think we've got a lot of questions, probably more so for our team members in and around these fees than specifically Nathan himself. So is everyone comfortable with that, unless you've final opportunity to ask Nathan while he's here? Yeah.
I just want to thank you very much, Nathan. Your submission has been referred to several times by other parties today. The work that you put into this is significant, and we do really appreciate it. I do, as a councillor, appreciate the work that you've done. It's made me re-look back several papers from when I've started, so thank you very much. And also referencing policies that don't seem to align with our statement of proposal was very good for me to reread all that. So just want to thank you very much. I know how much work goes into these submissions, and yeah, definitely lots of questions this afternoon for our staff, so hopefully they have a good lunch. But thank you once again, for your time. I very much appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And I'd just say that in terms of the resource management fees and charges, because they're required to go through that special consultative procedure, they're not actually required to be tacked onto an annual plan process or an LTP. They can be done at any time. So, and of course what has happened here is the fees and charges were publicly notified, but the time frame, was the minimum specified for that procedure, for that consultation period. So if anyone has any questions and then you seek that information, then actually, you can do this ahead of time to allow that lead in and then take it onto the plan.
Point well made. So team, this afternoon we'll work through the decision sought from Nathan's further submission that he's tabled today. So look, Nathan, appreciate that. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's us as far as the submissions finished. What we'll do is take a few moments. I'm now going to move us into public excluded to deal with the public excluded matter, and then we'll come back to deliberations this afternoon. So I'll move, and can I have a seconder for that? Councillor Pillington. Thank you. Put the motion to the floor. All those in favour, please say aye. Against, carried. So we'll just have a few minutes while we break, and appreciate all those that have taken the time to submit this morning. Thank you.